It's Tuesday, September 30th, just following up on the SPY. I described on previous videos how I bought puts here as we were making a 2-down red bar. We followed through, I set up a no-risk trade. Now we're coming to the bottom of the range. I decided to scale out some more of the trade. I bought these 670 puts here at 702, scaled out at 750 to set up a no-risk trade, and then I just sold some more at 8, a point higher. And we're at the bottom of a range in an overall choppy day, but I described in previous videos. If you want to watch them for a little more detail, I'll just recap it here. Why I think the buy is still to the downside. Number one, we're below the midpoint of the prior day. Number two, we're below the open of the week, which was here yesterday. Number three, we came up and we took out the liquidity of the highs of the day and the pre-market highs and then failed. So those are the three very short-term biases to the downside, and that's why I decided to buy puts here, anticipating we could head to the bottom of the range. Then if we also, number four, we also have confirmed a 2-down day with this earlier move to lows. We took out the low of the previous day, so there's still targets down to the low of this low down here on Friday. So there's still bias to the downside. And then in the bigger picture, I still think, I don't know, but I think that these two areas right here, we never took out this low down here. So eventually we're going to come and take out the stops that are all sitting below these two, this whole area here. We might go higher first, but once we head down, we will be, likely taking out those stops. So the question is this the first opportunity here on the failure of, when you don't have a directional move to start the day, then you kind of look for liquidity relative to the trend in play. So the liquidity here was to the upside relative to a downward bias. We're moving lower. If we get through this area, we have short-term targets to these lows here. And I think at some point, we're going to take out these two, lows that are sitting here very clearly on the chart. A lot of sell stops, I'm sure, down there, and the market's going to gravitate down there. And so the question is, was this the very beginning of that move? Whether it happens now or at some point in the future, once you see it heading down and we're heading to that area, that's a definite magnet. So anyway, all at no risk right now. We're moving lower. I described this on previous videos, all this context. So we're going to continue to watch it. We'll see how this daily bar ends up. It's definitely a 2-down day, but if we can't come down and kind of hit this first target and then we have an eventual 2-up day, that could be a resumption of the uptrend to new highs. And we'll see what happens as the week goes on. But as long as we stay below the open of the week and we stay, below the midpoint of each day, we are heading lower. And this is a big magnet down here, whether it happens, right away or whether eventually we have to fail higher and come down there. You can see these two areas are likely to be taken out. So let's see if this may be the first move, of the week to kind of start heading down there for the rest of the week or not. But that's kind of the context in play. And good trade here, as it turns out, buying some puts here at the top of the range. We got to the bottom of the range, but it's still an inflection area. We got to see what happens. Can we get through it or not? And we'll know by the end of the day, how things stand.